Presence all, listen to the concluding statement. Yo. PROSA concluded. SONA. Yo. Viva. You are invited to listen to Luther.
Atinao. Respond to the Lala SONA. Atinao. Student party. Atinao. The new boss. Atinao. Behind yo. Powerful chairperson yo. Field Marshal General yo. Commissar yo. Global chairperson yo. Manda.
Well, comrades and friends, apologies and proponents of good governance, democracy, and peace. Militants and avant-garde progressive lines of the University of Liberia. FIFA, working Sakubida FIFA. Exploited taxpayers, street vendors, underpaid mile workers on plantation owner. Progressive members of the Fourth Estates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Permit me this hour to bring you official greetings from the office of the most powerful Pan-Africanist political movement on the campuses of the University of Liberia. The Avant-Garde Progressive Alliance of the University of Liberia. Comrades, the Avant-Garde Party is a loose surviving voice in the youth and student community that continue to echo and re-echo the desire and admiration of the ordinary masses. It is a deep-rooted Pan-Africanist political institution that subscribes to genuine advocacy and intellectual vibrancies.
Intellectual vibrancy.
Peace has a constant fast. I need not to tell you, but the base of our party is based on agitation and genuine advocacies as well as intellectual vibrancies.
Viva, Madre PROSA, viva!
Since 2015, our party PROSA has survived numerous attacks, both internal and external, from counter-revolutionary elements. But the revolutionary vibrancy of our party remains as bright as ever before. Comrades, our parties subscribe to the egalitarian principle, which means equal justice for all.
Just equal society, egalitarianism,
Our party has gained admirations from well-recognized political figures around the globe, like Steve Biko, the leader of Raul Castro, the leader of Amilcar Cabral, the leader of Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, and the rest in the list of all the revolutionaries. Comrades, today is a remarkable day on the campuses of the University of Liberia. You are aware of these quotations that great empire has fallen. We have witnessed that in the history of our country. We saw the regimes of those when those begin put up with witness the regime of Samakando. Today, Samakando has become history in our country.
Down, bourgeoisization down. Oh, we're in the 21st century. Yo.
Yeah. We witness the regime of former President Charles Gangetela, who put on us ordinary university students. Some were executed, some were dead gas, only because they stood for the right. Today, former President Charles Gangetela has become history in our country. He has become a mere political pedestrian.
Yo, bad political pedestrian. Yo.
We witness the former President, Mother Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, a Howard-trained economist who lacked the basis, the fundamental basis of common economics. Under our regime, we witness total budget shortfall.
Yeah.
All master statement was inflected on the basis of tuition fees. Some were even expelled. Today, Ellen has become history in our country. We witness the regime of former President George William, a football and a booker dancer, whose regime we witness massive corruption and looting.
Viva, history 101, viva. Yo, history, what apology of our nation, yo. Down, the power element down.
Former President William was resisted by the ordinary Liberian people. Today, former President William has become history in the country. Today, we are witnessing a political pukapu.
Yeah.
An 80-year-old bishop purporting to be a tyrannical leader of the Liberian people. Had this method bishop key to power.
Yeah, yo.
But let me say this.
Amen.
I will not be the official spokesperson to give you the itinerary of today. Against this backdrop, permit me to invoke on this symposium the man who controls the pan industry of our party. He has read substantively all of the protocol movements and pedagogies.
Viva. Yo, Secretary General of Abangapali. Yo.
Yeah. The government has read sufficiently revolutionary history in dialectics. So against this backdrop, permit me to invoke the living body of the most powerful Secretary General on the campuses of the University of Liberia, in person of Toga Harris Williams.
Yo. Ben endorsement, yo. Yo.
Manda. Down. Feel SONA down. Down. Liars brother down. Manda. Viva. PROSA viva. Our commerce. Distinguished university students, members and comrades of the folk estates, we welcome you officially at the level in the office of the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Alliance of the State University. On today, we will be very much succinct because we are aware that the administration, the regime, has deployed the strategy and tactics.
Amen.
Not just to target fearless revolutionary fighters, but to incarcerate their family and go as far as expelling them from the university. For that we are aware. So it is from this backdrop today that I will use this medium to stand on existing protocol to recognize the entire full bench of the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Student Alliance of the State University. So, let me use this medium quickly to recognize this fearless female general.
Amen.
In fact, she serves as the preceding chairperson of the ever-potent Avant-Garde Progressive Student Alliance of the State University. So, no other person but Comrade Adiolo Fatoumata Dore.
Viva, 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 respond to the battleground, viva! Viva! Yo! It's in a wonderful institution, yo, yo, yo!
Let me also use this medium quickly to recognize the brother who co-chairs the party affairs of our institution.
Amen.
And no other person but Comrade Adiolo, Comrade Commissar Samson Tarawale. Quickly, let me use this medium also to recognize the brother who is responsible for mobilization and recruitment in person of Cadre Adiolo, Comrade Fofi Dube.
Viva, 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 reincarnator of Nelson Mandela. Viva!
Viva! Let me also let me also use a medium quickly, comrades and friends, to recognize this brother, Brother Aaron Colley, being responsible for the finance of our institution. And quickly, because of time, let me also recognize another brilliant female fighter. In fact, she is a stalwart of the women preceding brigade of our party, and all other countries and men. In fact, he is in the business of overhauling the regime, fit to the fire. So on today, the chairperson of the Revolutionary Avant-Garde Progressive Alliance of the State University will officially borrow in the SONA of the 80-year-old man, Nyuma Boakai. So it is from that backdrop, comrades and friends, that will ask all medicine to barricade all entrances leading to the official office of the Avant-Garde Party, as we now welcome to this podium the man who will present the official statement of the Avant-Garde Party.
Official press statement. Yo, yo, yo! Viva, 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 viva! Position statement for the party. Viva! Viva! Reactionary people. Party!
Progressive Students Alliance, PROSA, University of Liberia, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia, West Africa. Office of the Chairman. The Avant-Garde Party sharply responds to President Boakai's SONA that was characterized with deception and falsehood.
Yo! Deception and falsehood. Yo, yo, yo!
Comrades and friends, disciples of egalitarianism, crusaders of social justice, academic freedom and peace, the dejected masses of our people, exploited plantation and mine workers, conscious students of the Republic, progressive members of the full estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. With unwavering determination and a passionate belief in an egalitarian society, PROSA stands as the lone voice representing the youth and students of the Republic of Liberia in advocating for the rights of the ordinary masses of our people. As a student-based political party, we are steadfast in our mission to fight for the betterment of the Liberian society. This is why, without any regret, we chose to address the Liberian people directly in response to President Boakai's annual address delivered 2 days ago. Our nation is facing a deep crisis. Our democracy and economy are marred with instability and uncertainty. The absence of the full bench of the Supreme Court, along with some senators and lawmakers boycotting boycotting the State of the Nation address was evidence of the deep division and weakness within the state. To make matters worse, we saw a huge presence of military officers parading the streets, instilling fear in the people that reminds us of the dark days. It is evident that President Boakai has militarized the Liberian Republic, and PROSA will not stand idly and watch Mr. Boakai as our nation suffers from some deep crisis. It is truly appalling to hear President Boakai make such claims about intensifying the fight against drugs and reducing their intake. It is evident that the statement is nothing but a diabolical lie, as recent evidence and events can show that the situation involving the former LDEA boss and his deputy have exposed corruption within the institution at the level of the LDEA. Meanwhile, illegal drugs like kush and zombies continue to ravage our communities and claim the lives of our loved ones. It is ironic that while the president enjoys the luxury of a first-class private jet, the Liberian people suffer from the detrimental effects of drugs. It is a shame that despite campaigning against drugs, the intel of drugs only increased under his leadership. These lies and deception have only served to further disillusion the people of Liberia and undermine any trust that the Liberian people may have had in this government.
Viva, 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 Lala Boakai, viva! Viva! Yo, Lala Sombi, yo, yo.
Yeah. Disappointingly, President Boakai declared in his annual address that he has made great efforts towards promoting public sector accountability. However, the bitter truth remains that high-ranking government officials have been accused of egregious acts of corruption and embezzlement of state funds. The list of some corrupt government officials includes the LRA, the Liberia Revenue Authority boss in person of Double Jala, the Public Works Minister in person of Roden Giddings, and the Minister of State in person of Sylvester Grisby, among others corrupt officials of government. Despite these accusations, these officials continue to hold on to their positions and enjoy the protection of the president. As the president's word echoed through the room, it was clear that he saw this as a blatant attempt to deceive the Liberian people and manipulate the public, which we consider as a betrayal that must be addressed and rectified. The president's statement towards the handling of road infrastructure is one of the disappointing and deceptive statements that we've ever heard in recent times. Despite allocating a huge sum of $22.4 million United States dollars for road infrastructure and rehabilitation, the government has failed to properly account for the over $22.4 million that were allocated for road infrastructure and rehabilitation.
Yeah.
As a result, many cars are getting stuck in the mud, and the southeastern part of the republic is disconnected from the rest of the country, especially during rainy season. The fact that the Public Works Minister openly admitted to misappropriating the funds without any consequence from the president only adds to the distrust that this government has shown. It is imperative that the president stops making false promises to the Liberian people and takes action to address the issue on the home front.
Down, 100 is real down.
Down.
Yo, can't stay easy more, yo.
This kind of irresponsible behavior cannot continue. If the country is to progress, the president must do the needful. President Boakai's recent announcement that health workers, teachers, and police salaries have been increased and essential medications have been supplied to hospitals across the country is nothing more than just a mere political showmanship and empty lies. How can a president who campaigned against harmonization still continue to deceive the people? The reality is that doctors, nurses, and teachers are yet to see any increments in their salary. Even some police officers from Class 46 of the Liberia National Police are still now on payroll. The University of Liberia faculty and staff recently went on go-slow action causing a delay in the university reopening. To add insult to injury, patients in hospital at Redemption, SJK Medical Hospital, are still being forced to purchase their medications from nearby pharmacies. Is this what the Liberian people voted for? President Boakai owes the nation an apology for his lies and false promises. It is time for President Boakai to take real action and fulfill his duty as President of the Liberian Republic. President Boakai's address during his annual speech was met with disbelief and disappointment as he claimed that the price of a 25 kg bag of rice had been reduced during the first 2 months of his administration.
Viva, 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 1 year of failure. Viva.
Viva!
This is a complete misinformation, as the reality for many Liberian people is that rice, as the nation's staple food, remains very, 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 very exorbitant. In fact, before President Boakai took office, a 25 kg bag of rice was sold for $3,200 Liberian dollars. However, today, with a significant increase in the value of the US dollar, the price has risen. The price of rice has risen to over $3,500 Liberian dollars on the Liberian market. This has left many Liberians struggling to afford basic necessities and going to bed on empty stomach. The economy of our country is getting harder to bear each day. And it is hard time for our leaders, especially the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Nyuma Boakai, to take concrete actions to alleviate the burden on the people they were elected to serve. While it is true that Article 58 mandates the President to report to the National Legislature on the 4th working Monday in January of each year and present the administration's legislative program for ensuring sections. In presenting the economic condition of the Republic, the report shall cover expenditure as well as income. We anticipated that the report be credible and sincere, but on the contrary was driven by political shenanigans and empty platitudes.
Amen.
On the issue of the economy, Mr. Boakai's assertions that after 1 year in office, we can confidently say that the state of our nation is better than we began. We consider this as something very, very feeble, unrealistic, and nothing other than a mere falsehood. How can President Boakai arrogantly say that the state of the economy is better when unemployment is at all-time high and prices of basic commodities in the market are skyrocketing? The goal of every economy is for national income to increase. However, Mr. Boakai, who is still implementing a harmonization policy that reduces the purchasing power of the working class to be mocking the people in their harsh economic condition, that the Liberian economy is stable. Mr. Boakai should understand that economic growth is achieved by increasing the economic's ability to produce goods and services. Where are the factories and industries in 1 year attracted by Mr. Boakai that have quickly stabilized or transformed the economy? By falling short to outline a clear policy prescription and programs to address the hike in unemployment and skyrocketing prices of basic commodities on the Liberian market, Mr. Boakai's incapacity to understand real-world economic situation and economic issues. Mr. Boakai should focus on attracting foreign direct investment for job creation to reduce unemployment rather than grandstanding. The avant-garde Progressive Alliance of the University of Liberia, in a more regrettable tune, can safely say that the state of the economy of Mr. Boakai is poor, worsening and is fast approaching depression.
Manda, 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 manda.
On the issue of education, Mr. Boakai miserably failed and betrayed his own IRS agenda, precisely Pillar 3, which talks about human capacity development. During the just ended SONA, Mr. Boakai read a line in his speech insinuating and claiming false victory that he has trained over 10,000 youth in digital technology, a statement that he takes pride in. With the huge illiteracy rate that engulfed the Liberian Republic, coupled with the pronouncement that the regime was going to train 10,000 youth during the President's first SONA, the Republic was excited and thought that Mr. Boakai was sincere and going to place more emphasis and priority on the training program to address the huge gap of technological illiteracy. But unfortunately, the program, which lasted for less than a month, yielded no desired result as anticipated. It was just a political showmanship aimed at scoring political goals and deceiving the Liberian Republic. The University of Liberia is currently engulfed with infrastructural challenges, ranging from filthy classrooms, bathrooms, unequipped laboratories. Moreover, the University of Liberia battles the issue of corruption scandals, with no political and administrative will to initiate audit, confronting the challenges of the University of Liberia. But Mr. Boakai deceitfully and merely told the world during the SONA that his administration has assessed a need to renovate the University of Liberia. Such a lackadaisical statement is not just frustrating but exposes the regime reluctant interest to solve the existing threats confronting the students at the University of Liberia. On the issue of the rule of law under Mr. Boakai is dangerously disgusting and chaotic. 10 new officials have been removed from their job without compensation. The code of conduct has been violated by this government and by government officials. Failure on the part of government officials to declare their assets within the required time frame. Civil servants have been witch-hunted for political reasons. The Constitution, which is the supreme law of the Republic of Liberia, has been disrespected and ignored by the executive branch, evident by the fact that the Supreme Court ruled in the recent impasse at the House of Representatives, terming it as ultra-viral, and that the executive was instructed by the judicial branch of government to give interpretation that satisfied the executive curiosity. Up to today's date, the Supreme Court ruling has been trashed, and Mr. Boakai is parading and doing business with an individual that is being seen as illegally presiding over the House of Representatives. It was very strategic for Mr. Boakai to exercise dominance over the legislature and loot, instead of providing quality service to the Liberian people, the reason for which he was voted. We appreciate the Chief Justice and other associate justices of the Supreme Court for being very far-sighted, for boycotting the SONA as a means of protesting against the willful decision and arrogance of the president, for disrespecting the decisions of the Supreme Court.
Manga, where to? Manga, where to? Manga, where to? Manga, where to?
Under Mr. Boakai, the Liberian National Police is seen very reckless and unprofessional. Police Director Gregor Common and his killing squad are very brutal and not only that, but very unprofessional in the discharge of their duties. The manhandling of peaceful protesters, the shooting and killing of innocent people without proper investigations, the Kinjal massacre, the Capitol Hill brutality, amongst others, are some clear testament of the LNP or the Liberia National Police reckless action. The rule of law is at stake under Mr. Boakai, and we call on the international community to place careful attention on the high-end democracy of our country before the democracy of our country erodes, or before the action of President Boakai, undermines the high-end democracy of our country. On the issue of accountability and transparency, Mr. Boakai has encouraged his officials. In a public statement, Mr. Boakai has encouraged the officials to steal and urged them to use the stolen money to share, and not only that, to invest. The 285 yellow machines due that didn't follow the PPCC required protocols, the US 50 million of budget spending, and the US 22.4 million the budget authorization of over 20 million from the Liberian budget, and over 22.4 million that was spent, that were misappropriated by the public works minister, amongst other issues of corruption, have characterized this unity party government that continue to parade under the mantra of rescue. And we think that the Republic is in a very, very critical time and our very, very crucial stage, where Mr. Boakai is leading the Republic with deception, and he was voted to lead the Republic on the path of transparency, accountability, and honesty. But from what we have seen so far, for 1 year under review, under the leadership of the quote-unquote rescue mission, Mr. Boakai and his gang of economic gangsters have taken siege of the governance of our Republic. And what we can see here is a broad day looting of the public treasury under Mr. Boakai.
Down, corruption down.
So,
Boakai is a corrupt element. Yo.
And so, on the issue of accountability and transparency, I want to say In the first year on a review, this government has done little or nothing, has made no effort in addressing the issue of accountability and transparency.
Amen.
On the issue of health,
Boakai.
few weeks ago, the Republic was being informed of the reduction in the budget of the Emirate Hospital in Bapolu County. We also received information of the reduction in the budget of Redemption Hospital, the 14th Military Hospital in Monserrado County and across other counties. This reduction, the reduction of major health facilities across the country, raised serious concern. The government approves and clearly proves the government's inability to properly finance health